Fantasy Thinker. I'm Jared, and today we are going to be doing a review of A Song for Arbonne by Gavriel K. Now, this is my second K read in as many years, and this is the second time I've been thoroughly entertained by an author with some serious storytelling chops. His rich prose sets scenes that jump off the page with wonder, yet tinged with familiarity. His characters portray thoughts, ideas, and actions that are well rounded and deep in personality and history. In this story, we are introduced to a new fantasy setting with the trappings of a quasi historical medieval France. Arbonne specifically resembles the Provence region in France, while Gorhot has a more Norman bent in the country to the north of them. Um, and these similarities, they're more for flavor and tone than anything else. The story is really all K, and K takes his time unfolding an intricate plot designed to suck you in. At first, you may wonder, who these people are, why you should care about them. Then the layers of history are peeled away in both character and setting, and you start to see the various levels of interrelation between subject matter and events. A random act of violence, which seems to be a simple side event, later has tremendous ramifications. Kay used this tactic in his novel Tagana as well, and very effectively. So, during the novel, we get a good amount of exposition that explains animosities between the two nations mentioned above, and that also gives us backstory for some of the characters. And this exposition isn't a bad thing. These moments of expository reminiscence are a natural occurrence in the thoughts of the characters because of their current actions. Either that or this exposition is used to prepare the reader for upcoming events as a narrative lead in. And I really like how he did that. So, though magic isn't used overtly in this book, if you can kind of argue, maybe not at all, it is mentioned as a possibility, and it's something that the supernatural is something the characters believe. The supernatural is firmly grounded in the religious trappings of the setting, and the characters naturally are subject to the awe and wonder of how their gods impact the world. Because of the awe of magic and the fear of magic are very prevalent in spite of their actual lack of visibility, the reader also has a sense that there may be something to it. So it's pretty cool how Kay pulled that off. And it's this very belief, not evidence, but belief in magic that leads to the major conflict in the story. And I really love how Kay handled this crusade against witches, basically. His villains were despicable, yet realistic. People like that did and do exist. Uh, so he also had other characters who doubted their own actions, as well as those ones who were righteous in their defense against these villains. And I really enjoyed reading about all of them. The main character, Blaze, or yeah, I think that's how you say it, Blaze, with an S, and he went from being kind of bland mercenary with a mysterious past, but he turned into this wonderful character to root for with a true calling, and it was a wonderful transition. The and then the relatable history of this holy crusade that goes on in the book, that and I say relates, it relates kind of to the deplorable Albigensian Crusade, the Cathars that took place in southern France in the early 1200s. So this correlation is kind of interesting to think about. It definitely echoes in our own history. This crusade that happens in the book. Um, this distinction isn't required to enjoy the book. That's just something that was on my mind. So overall, sit back, enjoy some wonderful prose, soak in a dark romance, in the more literal sense of the word, not like romance, but yeah, soak it in. Let the words wash over you, and maybe you'll come out of this book feeling the same sense of awe and wonder that Kay gives to his characters, and for his characters to feel. And I think that's a pretty good, way of looking at how I felt when I finished this book. I was filled with a little bit of awe and just wonder at the craft of the story, and it was very well done, and I enjoyed it quite a bit. So I hope you've read A Song for Our Bone, or are planning to read it, and I hope this helped you with the decision if you were on the fence. All right. With all that said, as I always say, be good to each other, and thank you.